All right, I hope you liked the Easter egg. The next story I'm going to read to you is a Curious George story, and it comes from my own children's book that I used a long time ago with my own kids, Curious George 5-Minute Stories. And this one is, let me just take, you can even see my own kids have written who the book belongs to. That was from a long time ago. This one is published by Mifflin Harcourt, and we have permission to do a reading from them. So those of you who know Curious George, you know that he's a monkey, and he likes to get himself sometimes in a little bit of trouble. Not because he's bad, but maybe just because he's curious, and he likes to find out lots about the world. So in this story, Curious George comes across some baby bunnies and what it's like to hold a little baby bunny. And that's something, my goodness, if we were going to go on a little trip to Aggie Days, actually, kindergarten, where they would have had a little petting zoo and you would have had a chance to see a rabbit. I don't know if they would have had any baby bunnies there, but hopefully you have some stories to share with your mums and dads on a time where you have seen a baby bunny and maybe even been lucky enough to hold on to one. So let's see what happens to Curious George. This is George. George was a good little monkey and always very curious. One day, George found a little house, and inside was a big bunny and a lot of little bunnies. George looked and looked. Bunnies were something new to him. He wondered what it would feel like to hold one. The big bunny was Mother Bunny. She was as big as George, but the little bunnies were so little that George could hold them in his hand. How could he get a bunny out of the house? A house must have a door to get in and get out. There it was. George put his hand in and took out the baby bunny. It was fun to hold a baby bunny, and the bunny didn't seem to mind. Now he and the bunny could play a game in the garden. They could play a game called Get the Bunny. George would let the bunny hop away, and when he would run after it and get it back, he put the bunny down. But the bunny ran off like a shot. Where did the bunny go? George looked and looked, but the bunny was gone. All the fun was too. George was feeling sad. Now he couldn't put the bunny back in the house with Mother Bunny. Why, that was it. George had an idea. Mother Bunny could help him. All he needed was a bit of string. He ran to the bunny house and he tied the string to the Mother Bunny. She knew just what to do. And away she went with her head down and her ears up. All George could do was hold on tight and run. George followed the Mother Bunny. Soon she saw something. George saw it too. George and the Mother Bunny ran and ran and ran, and then the Mother Bunny sat down. George saw the bunny's tail poking out of the little hole. Bunnies like to dig holes and then go down and then lie there. But this bunny was too little to live in a hole. It belonged to a bunny, and it belonged in a bunny house, and that was where George took it. The baby bunny followed his mother all the way home. George didn't even have to tie a string on it. When they returned to the bunny house, Mother Bunny and the little bunnies all laid down to go to sleep. George was glad to see the Mother Bunny and all her babies safe and sound. Good night, bunnies. The